I'm James Swinney, and here is your morning market brief. As always, we first begin overseas, this time with the major Asian Pacific markets. We have the Hong Kong Hang Seng Index on the downside today, roughly 2.5%. Meanwhile, Europe is recovering on talks that Greece may indeed avoid a referendum, and U.S. stock futures are pointing towards a moderately higher open ahead of the bell. Now, socialists in the Greek government have revolted against Prime Minister George Papandreou's plan for a national referendum. This comes after Finance Minister of the European Commission, Evangelos Venizelos, released a statement opposing that referendum. Meanwhile, the European Central Bank just released its interest rate decision, and to a surprise to many, it actually lowered the rate by 25 basis points, coming in at 1.25%. This from a previous reading of 1.5%. At the same time, in economic reports overseas, in China, we have PMI figures for its non-manufacturing sector falling to 57.7 for the month of October. This from a previous reading of 59.3. And in the United States, also just released, we had initial jobless claims figures falling by 9,000 to come in at 397,000. This coming against expectations of a drop to 400,000. And third quarter non-farm business productivity in the U.S. rose roughly 3.1%. Meanwhile, at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will see the release of factory orders as well as ISM non-manufacturing data for October. Consensus is for a negative 0.2% month-over-month change in factory orders for September and a rise in the composite index level to 53.5. And in earnings news, Kraft Foods posted a 22% increase in its third quarter net income to $922 million, or roughly 52 cents per share. Meanwhile, Whole Foods posted fourth quarter net income of 42 cents per share, in line with estimates, but its same-store sales failed to meet expectations.